If you're from many of the countries, Mexico, Philippines, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, some of the largest receive markets in the world, it's absolutely critical to the lives of the consumers in those countries. But many people don't appreciate that. If it's not the life that you live, then it's not something that you really ever really get involved in.
Companies like yours have been highly criticised in previous years as the costs of transactions.
Yeah.
And the idea that only when they're absolutely dragged, kicking and screaming, will you cut the cost of transfer.
It is actually very complicated to move money around the world. Few companies can do it at scale. Few companies can do it in the number of countries that we do it. And so these companies that come together like MoneyGrams and like our competitors do really provide a very unique service, and that is to instantly move money, get funds from the United States to Mexico, literally in sub-seconds. For the ability to take $350 that you worked hard to earn and get it back to your mother so that she can pick it up in Mexico, use it for food, healthcare, housing. Real time is actually, I think, a very unique service, and we've worked really hard. I mean, we listen to the World Bank, we understand what they're trying to do on costs, and we're really proud today to say that we've met their 3% initiative, which is, on average, our send through MoneyGram is less than 3% of the face value of the transaction, and so of the principal sent rather for the transaction.
So let's break this down. The digital wallet, it's supposed to be the way forward that will help reduce costs. How does that affect you?
Well, actually, they can be very additive to what we do, and that's one of the things that's been really noticeable throughout the pandemic, right? Which is consumers are looking for new and safer, easier ways to send and receive funds. Traditionally, MoneyGram would have been all cash to cash. About 2011, 2% of the entire business that we operate was what we would call digital. Today, it's about 35%. Yeah.
So, if you'll forgive my bluntness,
please.
If I am sending money from my account through you to another account, so it is an entirely digital transaction from start to finish, why should it cost 3%?
It actually costs less in that scenario, which is pretty interesting, and something that people don't appreciate. Well, because we don't have the cash handling side of it. Cash can be very expensive to handle, to convert. Cash pickup, cash transformation. Agents have to have cash on file at the stores. In locations that they operate, it can be expensive. You do still have to deal with foreign exchange. Obviously, the single largest expense is compliance. Global banking can be quite expensive. And if you actually look at our costs, either online or in the walk-in space, and compare that to what it would cost you to do a traditional wire transfer through a bank, it's materially cheaper.
The new digital entrants, they believe they can eat yours and Western Union's and all of them. Yep. They believe you can eat your lunch.
Correct. Well, the dirty secret is a lot of the digital-only players are actually looking to advance their cash positions around the world, and because they see how many constituents still rely on cash payout. Fascinating little anecdote. Mexico today, 97% of all of our transfers are picked up in cash. Yet we have real-time bank account connections to any bank account in Mexico. Yet the Mexican constituents still want to pick up the money in cash. If you contrast that with India, about 50% of all of our transfers into India are actually picked up in a bank account. And so the digital entrants looked to disrupt that early on and now have said, oh, I need to add cash payout rails and do these types of things. Even our favorite friends over at Facebook with Novi are actually looking at how do they actually get cash paid out.
What about crypto itself? Where does crypto fit into this?
I actually think that MoneyGram can play a huge role in what I call interoperability. So when you think about crypto and blockchain, it sort of sits in its own unique world today. And when you're in that world, it is very efficient. It is a super interesting flow of funds for payment purposes. But when you actually try to take that back into the fiat world, it gets actually quite expensive. It can be 1% to 2% to exchange fiat into crypto. It can be another 1% to 2% to exchange it out, back out of crypto again. And that doesn't even take into account the volatility and the movement of the crypto value, which is very much like a foreign exchange rate in some respects.
If my coffee shop agrees to accept Libra and somebody owes me Libra in another country and they transfer Libra into my account and my coffee shop takes it, then I have defeated the currency world.
Conceptually you have, yet I haven't met a cryptocurrency yet that isn't priced against a dollar. And I think that's important to understand because most consumers today are not paid in cryptocurrencies. right? So their base currency is still the fiat of their home country. So that coffee, I guarantee, if they accept that cryptocurrency, they may accept it, but it's going to be priced very similar to that cup of coffee would be in US dollars, if not more expensive in most cases.
Final question. It's what we often ask people on Crest Meets Business. I'm going to give you either $1, €1, piece of Bitcoin, or gold. Ooh. Yeah. Which one are you going to take?
I'm going to take the dollar.
Oh, of course you are.